We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Tampa. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Up, hey, watch it right there. 180. Done.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Once again, it's Irving. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain.
The Bucs at 10-5 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Set. 180. What's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Just shy of midfield.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7.
Set. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's that?
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a Buka. That's complete. And all the way down to the 9. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Good. 180. Pistol. Done.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Steelers nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready? 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Roman Wilson, 67 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
The kick is good.
Extra point put through by
That ties the
Boswell.
game at
And we are
7.
tied at 7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for
Each team's
Pittsburgh.
had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a
The Bucs
touchback
take
as
over
that
first
sails
and
over
10
the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. What's that?
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Good set. You gotta throw this out. 180. What's that?
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You look at this Steeler defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Good. 180. Real. That.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Riley
So on
Dixon
4th
in
down,
punt
on is
formation for
Riley
Tampa
Dixon
Bay.
to punt for Tampa Bay. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this
The
and
Steelers
touch it.
take
Looks
over
like,
first
yeah,
and
right
10
at the 15-yard
at their
line
own
here.
15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Not wasted time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
The pass.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Out of bounds.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Shut up. 70 Lions. Check. Hurt. 19.
looking to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Buccaneers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 11 yards for number 11.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Baker going to give it to Irving. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Here we go, here we go. Dragon 6, Panther 6, check go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk. Hey, check that, street. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They're going to try and throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
What's that?
Handoff running left, Irving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs have moved out in front, So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start up. The 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
7 Pirates. Set. Come on. Set.
In motion right is Wilson. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19. Like it.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Hey, smash Bronco. Mustang 19. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
On the jump.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
Ready. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. Hurt. 19 tight. Go.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Tez Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
180! Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Done!
Mayfield looks to throw. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
180! Run, run, run. Done!
Mayfield now. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Third down and 13. He'll drop to throw. Open man there is Darnell Washington. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
Second and 9 at the 2-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
180! Pistol, pistol, pistol.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Good. 180! Get him, get him! What's that?
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's got a full head of steam. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give, Irving running right. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
Set. 180. Done.
Now Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
180. Up. Traffic. 3 bus. Done.
On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mustang 19. Check go.
2nd and 15. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Ready. Cougar 19. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Alert, 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 alert. Kings, Kings, Kings.
Mayfield off the play fake. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10.
Set. 180. Real.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 180.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd down and 8.
Set. 20. What's that?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chase McLaughlin.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On
any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bob. Ready. Cloud. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
2nd down and inches. Looking sideline, there's Pittman. And he goes out right around the 39.
A 7-yard gain.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready up. Ready. 68.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd
Out of the
and
gun,
10
they'll look to throw.
at the 39-yard line.
Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And the Steelers
That one good for 14
down.
yards and a Steeler first.
1st and 10
That's a
at the
pretty play there coming out of the
47-yard line.
backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Hey. Shut up. 70 Timberwolf. Ready.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Liking it. Come 19. Hut.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Down. 19. Ready.
And they'll run it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Bronco 80. Panther Street. 19 tight. 19 tight.
2nd and long. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31, Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
39-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
180! Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's that?
Right back to him on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
180!
Throwing, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rasheen Ali, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go now. Viking 8. Hey, check that. Check. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Go.
They go play action here on first down. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's got room. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And even 150 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. 20. Run. That.
On first down, it's a run with Ali. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right at the line.
Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. 180. Kings. Go. What's that?
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
What's that?
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
What's that?
Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
180. Run. That.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Roman Wilson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
On for the point after.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 35. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Set. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 180. Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry. What's that?
On the handoff, this is Irving. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Number 6, Baker Mayfield on the keeper. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 3rd and 6.
Up, up. Set. 180. What's that?
Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ali. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Done.
Straight ahead they go with Ali. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Set. 180. Up, up.
Now Baker going to change it up.
What's that?
Here's a handoff to Irving. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
180! What's that?
Now Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hurry, hurry! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Done!
Mayfield to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles.